Most people spend their lives buying things they think make them richer. A nicer car, a bigger house, expensive clothes, the latest phone. But most of these things do not make you rich. In fact, many of them quietly make you poorer. Because there is a huge difference between things that cost you money and things that make you money. The people who become wealthy understand this difference. They spend less on liabilities and more on assets. Assets are things that put money into your pocket, and the more assets you own, the easier it becomes to build wealth. Here are the top 10 assets that have made more people rich than anything else. 1. Valuable skills. The first asset is not money, it is skill. Because if you know how to solve problems that people will pay for, you can always create income. Sales, marketing, coding, writing, business, communication. A valuable skill is one of the few assets nobody can take away from you, and for many people, it is the first step toward building wealth. 2. Investments. Stocks, index funds, and long-term investments are some of the most powerful assets in the world. Why? Because they allow your money to grow while you sleep. Instead of working only for money, your money begins working for you. The earlier you begin investing, the more powerful compound growth becomes. 3. A business. Many wealthy people become rich because they own something instead of only working for someone else. A business can continue generating money even when you are not actively working every hour. It does not have to be huge. Even a small business can become a powerful asset if it creates steady income. 4. Real estate. Real estate has created wealth for generations. An investment property can provide rental income, and over time, the property itself may increase in value. This means real estate can create wealth in two ways: monthly income and long-term growth. 5. Multiple income streams. Depending on one source of income is risky, because if that income disappears, everything changes. The people who become wealthy usually create multiple ways to make money: a job, a side hustle, investments, a business. The more income streams you have, the stronger your financial future becomes. 6. Time. Time may not seem like an asset, but it is one of the most valuable assets you have, because the earlier you begin building wealth, the easier it becomes. Someone who starts investing at 20 has a huge advantage over someone who waits until 40. Time makes small actions become powerful through consistency. 7. Knowledge. Most people spend years learning things that never improve their financial life. But wealthy people often invest heavily in learning about money, business, investing, psychology, because better knowledge leads to better decisions. And better decisions create better financial results. 8. Your network. The people around you shape the way you think, your mindset, your habits, your ambition. If everyone around you believes wealth is impossible, you may begin to believe it too. But if you surround yourself with people who think bigger, work harder, and build wealth, it becomes easier to do the same. Your network is one of the most underrated assets in life. 9. A personal brand. In today's world, attention has become one of the most valuable things you can own. A YouTube channel, a social media audience, a personal brand. These things can become powerful assets because they create opportunities, influence, and income. The people who build audiences often build wealth faster than people who stay invisible. 10. Discipline. The final asset is the one that makes all the others possible: discipline. Because wealth is not usually built through one lucky moment. It is built through small actions repeated consistently over time. Saving money, learning new skills, investing regularly, working when you do not feel like it. Discipline is what turns ordinary habits into extraordinary results. Most people spend their lives chasing things that look expensive, but the people who become rich focus on something different. Assets. Because assets create freedom. Assets create income. Assets create wealth. And the earlier you begin building them, the easier your future becomes. You do not need all 10 assets immediately. You only need to begin with one. Because one asset leads to another. And over time, those small choices can completely change your life.